Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Tim from the Cam Compound and welcome to another technical analysis video. Now I have been a little ill. I already feel a lot better, but you might notice it in my voice, so hopefully it won't bother you too much. Let's get right into it. Today we have in front of us Bitcoin US dollar one-day chart as per usual, and we see a very interesting pattern happen. Because what we see is that we've had a breakout from the downward trend line. We've had a beautiful retest, although I would have liked it to be a bit higher, a bit more of a retrace yesterday. And then today, my apologies. And then today we see that Bitcoin is breaking through the 19,500 for the first time properly in quite a while. Since, well, start of October, October 3rd approximately. What is the date today actually? It's the 25th. Yeah. So, for quite some time, meaning that we have a shot if we manage to close above today, above the 19,500, and we can confirm tomorrow. So, if we have another good candle with decent growth, then we have a decent shot at going back up towards 20,500 and maybe even farther towards maybe 21,500 to 800 or 22,500. Of course, that still seems very far away at the moment. First steps first, we have to break the 19,500 properly, and we have to not get rejected at 19,800, which would be the next important level that we have seen quite a lot of rejection at. So, keeping that in mind, let's move on towards Ethereum, which has been showing some relative strength, like we see over here. Ethereum, that didn't go right. There we go. Ethereum has managed to keep its trend line after retaking it. We see a similar sort of retrace and a break above. This is not quite a perfect 3-bar play, but it is close. This is a good ignition bar. The volume on the first one is a bit lower, but it's getting there. And then today we see again that we are trying to break through the earlier resistances so that we might challenge the 14,200 or 14,125. There we go. Still not quite recovered, I see. Then, if we do manage to break that, we could get all the way up to 1600 approximately, where there is a decent resistance. Possibly 1550, so that would be the next level to look out for. You could potentially take a trade like this and tap in on the retest. Tap in on the retest, depending on what the market looks like in the moment itself, of course. Now, if we move over to some of the bigger altcoins, let's see if that manages to take hold of the rest of the market. Because you see, for instance, Aave is not quite up to speed with the rest of with Ethereum, which shows some weakness. It does manage to keep this support here at 8160, meaning that we might see another challenge of the high, especially if Ethereum managed to keep up. Let's also have a look at ETH BTC. Oh, I hope I'm not going to sneeze. There we go. We see that Ethereum is definitely trying to enter a new cycle of relative strength. Trying to enter a new cycle of relative strength relative to Bitcoin, which means that we could shoot up all the way to 0.073 to 0.076, which would be the next major resistances. In this case, we would probably also see a move up in altcoins like we see here on the side. And actually, if we look at the Bitcoin dominance, see that the Bitcoin dominance is going down, and if we put the USDT dominance next to it, we see that that is also going down, which means that there's new money flowing into the market, which means that a rally in altcoins and in Bitcoin for that matter has a higher chance of surviving and of going through some initial resistances so that we can grow over the coming days and potentially weeks. Do keep in mind that next week, I believe on the 3rd of November, is that a Wednesday? Yes. Well, the 2nd of November, we have another FOMC meeting, which could influence the markets negatively, depending on what happens. Of course, we will cover that in a moment. All right, and that is kind of it for right now. We do see some liveliness in altcoins. We want to see Ethereum hold the line and then continue up, and then from there on out, we could potentially take some profits on some of the positions that we've had. All right, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one, and bye bye.